Zero Jumper. 1, 2, and 3. Let's get into it. All right, so I read all 3 issues of Zero Jumper. Someone had said, if you like sci-fi, this is really good. So I gave it a shot. It's from Alterna Comics. And this is really great. This was a lot of fun. People were absolutely right. What is his name? Patrick Mulholland. Good job. Good job. I thoroughly enjoyed all issues. It's only going to be 4 issues. The final issue comes out next month. So if you like sci-fi, adventure, time travel stuff, go out and get this. You know, they're only $1.50 a pop. And it is well worth the money. Patrick, I believe, is the artist and writer, which sometimes can get tricky. But he does it. He knows how to, he tells a good story. That's not to say it's not without its faults, but it is it's quite good. I'm really excited because I wasn't sure. I picked these up on a whim, and I was very, very pleased. This is a huge recommend. I'm just going to tell you right off the bat. Huge recommend for Zero Jumper. Couple interesting things. I'm not going to spoil too much. All you need to know is this is Juno. Juno has the ability to jump through time and is trying to save the world, literally. The world, as an Earth, was destroyed at some point in time, and Juno is trying to collect enough energy to be able to generate enough power to jump back in time far enough to prevent it from happening. Juno is the last person living. As it stands now, Juno only has enough power to make tiny jumps. So typically enough to correct brief mistakes, right? So say you're running from somebody and you make a wrong turn. Well, Juno can then jump back a little bit and make the correct turn. So there you go. You get the basic premise. Couple interesting things. This is printed. So I initially was concerned because I'm used to picking up things like Marvel and DC books, and they're a little bit more robust feeling. This feels thin. The paper is a little bit thinner and things like that. And they print on newsprint. So I think they use it as like a marketing thing, right? Oh, in newsprint, just like how comics used to be printed. I personally think it's to keep costs down, but it's not bad. I was concerned initially, but not bad at all. And yeah, Patrick's style is very kinetic and fun. He tells a good story. It was not hard to follow the story. It was not boring. The banter was a lot of fun. I will say this. I did not know Juno was a girl, because Juno could be an androgynous boy, but because look at the body type, right? Now, if it's me, I would draw. I know Juno is supposed to be young, so I let it slide a little bit, and the character is fun to read, but I would have given it slight more feminine characteristics, which kind of comes in later on in the series. But with the haircut and everything, it was hard to realize it was a girl. I didn't realize that Juno was a girl until issue 2. I don't even think I realized the character's name was Juno until issue 2. But the other thing I will say is Patrick Mulholland has great pencil and ink work. I've seen his black and whites of this stuff, and it is phenomenally gorgeous. When coloring it, you lose a little bit of that beauty from his initial line work, which is unfortunate because I would almost read this in black and white. His line work is so beautiful. But that said, it's not bad. The colors and everything work well enough. Like stuff like this is just great. You know, you get the idea that this is a passage of time, and then they're continuing down the hill. Like, it's simple, and yet really smart. And again, he doesn't also bog you down with useless dialogue. It's mostly character dialogue back and forth, so you get the personalities of everybody involved. Yeah, man, I really recommend this. Issue 1 was a blast to read. I'm so glad that I picked this up towards the end of its run, because I had so much fun with issue 1 that I had to immediately read issue 2 and issue 3. And then I was bummed that issue 4 is not out yet, because I really want to see how it concludes. It's really, really interesting. Again, not without its faults. There's 1 or 2 times throughout the series where I was unsure of how to read the panels on the page, or I was unsure how we got from point A to point B. But that happens like 2 times, I think, out of all 3 issues. And again, it's just a minor frustrating thing for me, but it's not a deal breaker because the entire series is so fun to read, and it's such an interesting idea. So huge thumbs up, kudos to Patrick Mulholland and Alterna Comics. This is great. It is so, in fact, it's so good, I'm going to actually start looking at other comics by Alterna, I think. Because and granted, I don't expect them all to be fun like this, but this was so much fun to read. I felt like a kid again. Reading, this is a fun adventure, and I just, yes, go get it. Again, they're cheap, man. They're like $1.50 a pop. Go get it. Pick you up the series, or wait till next month. Oh, in fact, well, yeah, I would get the individual floppies unless you're a really patient person. I do know he is having a trade come out early next year. So if you want, you can wait for the trade. I might actually end up getting both. I might end up getting the 4th issue and then get the trade when it comes out, because I really want to support this dude. He did a great job. And that doesn't, I don't, listen, I don't come across a comic that had this much fun reading. But man, this was a lot of fun. So yes. Like, subscribe, share the video. It helps grow the channel, and go get you Zero Jumper. And you know what? Go check out Alterna Comics. I'm not as familiar with them, but I'm going to check them out further, and I hope they have other fun things to read, because that's all I want out of my comics. I want fun, exciting stories, and that's what this gave me. God, and this sort of thing is fun. One Giant Leap, Race Against Time. It's just, it harkens back to fun adventure. I can't say enough good things about this. Go get it. I don't want to tell you any more about the story. There is an antagonist. You see him on the cover here, but I won't tell you what's going on. This is phenomenal. So, good stuff. I will see you guys next time.